Rikai-chan enabled. Firefox not responding. Konnichiwa, Bobby Judo. A while ago I talked about my favorite Yojijukugo, Umi-sen Yama-sen. Do you remember what Umi-sen Yama-sen means? No? Go watch that video. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to watch it. I'll just remind you that it can be used to describe someone who has had a lot of different kinds of experiences, and those experiences have turned them into a wily creature. Someone cunning. You might hear the word cunning a lot in Japanese, especially if you come over as a teacher. But don't get confused. When a teacher says that a kid is cunning, she doesn't mean that he's clever or crafty. She just means that he wrote a bunch of English words on his desk just before the test started. I don't know. If you ask an English speaker, there was nothing particularly cunning about this. But that's what makes cunning a Japanese-English crossover that didn't quite make it with its meaning intact. Cunning just means cheating, as you would on a test. So today, to help you out with all of your scheming, conniving, cheating, cunning Japanese needs, I've got a list of related vocab words to help clear up the cross-lingual confusion surrounding cunning. Let's start with words to talk about cheating in Japanese. The one that you'll hear most often is zurui. Zurui. Zurui means sly, dishonest, sneaky, or unfair. Zuru wo suru is to do something sneaky and dishonest. This is great for catching somebody cheating in sports or a game. Then there's a different kind of cheating. The kind that you do on your boyfriend or girlfriend. Or, more aptly, the kind you do on or under someone who is not your boyfriend or girlfriend. That kind is uwaki. Uwaki. Uwaki is an affair, and again, just like zurui, you can attach suru to make it a verb. Uwaki suru, to cheat. Uwaki is always an interesting topic of conversation in Japan, thanks to this guy, Ishida Junichi, who once said in an interview that uwaki wa bunka, cheating is culture. A good translation of what I think he meant was men cheat. But that same dude just got engaged to a pro golfer. They had a whole bunch of TV specials about it. So we'll see what happens. If you want a word that means cheating, like in class, then my advice is just give in and use cunning like the natives do. But just in case, you can use不正行為. 不正行為, which applies to any unfair practices or foul play. If you want to talk about cunning the way we do in English, you can try some of these words. The first word is ko za ka shii. Ko za ka shii, meaning shrewd, crafty, cunning, but also pretentious. Pronunciation check me on this one, because I don't know if I'm saying it right. Kreba. Kreba, like clever, also gets used a lot in Japanese, but it's used to mean more like intelligent than cunning. Then there's kashikoi. Kashikoi, which means wise or creative in your approach to problem solving. If you come up with a cool or clever solution, you might get called kashikoi. And the cool thing about kashikoi is that you can color its meaning by combining it with other adjectives, like waru ga shikoi. Waru ga shikoi. Waru ga shikoi is bad cunning. And then there's also, you can use zurui. Zuru kashikoi. Zuru kashikoi is unfair cunning. People with wicked schemes and clever underhanded plots, people who play dirty in a crafty kind of way and win, get described with either waru ga shikoi or zuru kashikoi. Tokugawa Ieyasu often gets called waru ga shikoi or zuru kashikoi. What strikes me as most interesting, though, is the difference in value judgment across the languages. It might just be my own set of values, but if I hear cunning, I don't equate it with bad. There's a space in my moral compass where sly, cunning, and crafty can coexist with good. And there's an even bigger overlap between sly, cunning, crafty, and cool. If you think like me, be careful, because some of the words that I might want to use to describe cunning or guile are very closely tied to dishonesty in Japanese. Finally, while I was researching this video, I found a phrase that was defined in such a way that it just instantly bonded with Umi-sen Yama-sen in my head and struck that same cool chord in my linguistic core that I had to share it with you. This time, if you don't know the backstory behind Umi-sen, Yama-sen, go check it out, because it's really interesting. And then come back here for this phrase, which is waru ji e. Waru ji e. The kanji for evil or bad is attached to the kanji compound that is knowledge, sagacity, wit, or insight, especially insight that verges on enlightenment. So the definition of waru ji e is cunning, or craft, or guile, or serpentine wisdom. Smart like a snake. I know. I'm a dork. I'm out.